Hello Libra, this is your reading for October 2017, and of course happy birthday for some of you. I know some of you are going to be September Libras, and then the rest of you are October, so I just wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. Okay, so I've cut the cards. Let's get started and see what's coming up for you in your birthday month. I have the Hangman. I have a Two of Cups reversed. I have a Knight of Pentacles. This is Temperance. Nine of Cups. Lots of water here. I have the Hermit. This is a Ten of Cups. Wow. This is Eight of Cups. And then I have a Ten of Pentacles reversed. That's crazy. These cups. Love, this relationship issue. 8, 9, 10 of Cups, and then a Two of Cups. For some of you Libras, especially the long term, as far as long-term relationships, it definitely tells me for some of you Libras who might be dealing with a very emotional person, even if you're connected to a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. It really feels as if, one, you're getting your emotional stability together. I think the last readings that I've done for you, Libra, keep in mind I'm a Libra too, there's just been a lot of internal emotional conflict. Figuring out what you want from a relationship. Dealing with residual hurt and pain in a relationship. The person with water, if there's a person with water in the mix here as far as the relationship issue, they seem to be getting what they want a little bit. They seem to be keeping some of you Libras hanging on, almost as if you're dealing with their wants, their needs, their whims, and they're jerking you around emotionally. That's definitely what I'm picking up here from that Two of Cups. Also, you have, and the Two of Cups is reversed. Also, you have those three major arcana cards, which tell me a lot about what you're going through, because you have the Hangman, and of course the Hangman, he's hanging upside down, a lot of emotional, it's almost as if with the Hangman you're dealing with a very difficult emotional situation. You're going through a lot of pain, and you're just trying to heal from that, get perspective. It's a transitional card. It's about getting from one place to another, getting through the difficult times, and coming out of that difficult time, seeing things for what they are, and being able to know what direction you want to take. So keep in mind the Hangman brings changes here, and it seems like this Two of Cups reversed is bringing a lot of that drama that you're working through, that drama that's kick-starting this transformation to you Libras. And more than anything, most air signs are usually going through these internal emotional dramas by them, just things going on in your head where you're overthinking and you're dealing with your fears, your insecurities, deciding whether you want to push forward in the relationship or pull back. And I'm definitely getting a lot of push-pull here between you and the person of interest, especially in this Knight of Pentacles can be significant as well. It could actually be another person here, the other person in this partnership. This Knight of Pentacles seems to be turned away from this emotional conflict. They don't, it's almost as if the other person has turned their back on you. Some of you Libras might have experienced a betrayal here with that Two of Cups reversed. And so, yes, a little bit of loneliness, but Temperance is the card where we get our emotional balance. So understand, I see the Hangman and Temperance applying directly to you, where emotionally you're trying to get some stability, trying to get it together. And I also feel with this Nine of Cups in the center, and then it's followed by the Hermit. As you know, Libras, you are not you're perfectly fine with being alone. You're perfectly fine with walking away and just being by yourself. And I think that this Nine of Cups, which is the card of contentment and happiness, and sometimes this Nine of Cups, it's simply emotional generosity. Someone is giving to the relationship. Someone is emotionally open, but I kind of feel like there are things going on with this person, emotional flip-flops, that's making some of you Libras just want to pull away for a little bit, for a good reason. Okay, so the Hangman, Temperance, and Hermit tell me about what's really going on with you, Libra. This other person seems to be demanding a lot of emotional energy in the relationship. You know, their needs, their issues are taking center stage here. And when you see that Nine of Pentacles, that Nine of Cups, I should say, the Nine of Cups is usually the wish card. And it can, for some of you who've heard me say this before in many readings, the interpretation of the Nine of Cups, it's usually a card of happiness and celebration and making a home and emotionally supporting someone, being with your family, being happy with your friends, your family, and just spending time together and being happy. But as I said before, with the Temperance, I get a sense of pulling back emotionally, just trying to keep things even keel. And then this Hermit, you may want some space a little bit, because what we have here in the future is really interesting, because you have two opposing tens here. And once again, there are no swords here. Swords represent air. I'm getting nothing but pentacles and water. And so when I see this Ten of Cups opposed to a Ten of Pentacles, this Ten of Cups, 10 is the number of completion and a new beginning. I get a sense that this other person is going to go through another emotional shift, because then there's an Eight of Cups here, where someone is going to take some more emotional space. Maybe you've had to back off, and maybe you've had to be alone. But once again, I get a sense of this person trying to find their own road to emotional happiness and never getting to the point to where they 100% are all in. And that's a little wishy-washy. You have that Ten of Cups, which is the card of happiness and the happily ever after. But then that Eight of Cups comes along, and it's almost as if this person says, you know, I've been so happy with you, Nine of Cups, but I need to take some emotional space. You know, I need to leave this behind. And then that's when we get to a Ten of Pentacles, where, and this is why I keep thinking that the Pentacles represent this other person more than the Cups. I get a sense that this person, this Earth energy person who's kind of slow, this Ten of Pentacles is reversed because there's family burdens, there are things going on in the material life of the relationship that they're struggling with. Emotionally, they may be happy and open, but they're withdrawing emotionally because the Ten of Pentacles, the material world, the finances, the home, the family issues are getting to them. And so for you Libras who are married or in long-term relationships, your person might be a little withdrawn. Things that involve the home, the family, the money that, you know, they can't really handle, and they might find themselves pulling away because happy home, happy family emotionally, but then emotionally this person gets detached. And then the Ten of Pentacles, there seems to be some real issues to work out. In the extreme, some of you might be dealing with a separation in the marriage, or someone considering divorce. But I also see this as someone, this division between emotions and that between the head and the heart here. That you can see this relationship working with this person, but there are real life issues with their finances, their home, their job, where they are, that could be getting in the way of the relationship. And you might have this person who withdraws, or like I said, emotionally flip-flops, and you're like, well, what's going on? What is it that we need to work out? I definitely see that with a Ten of Pentacles. So the outcome card is the High Priest, and this is a wonderful card. It's another major arcana card, and the priest is the counselor, the healer. And I feel like for those of you who are embarking on a new relationship, you Libras, this High Priest in the outcome is sort of like saying there will be emotional reconciliation here. That you will feel, Libras, you'll feel in a place where you can trust this person, that you can move forward in the relationship, that you will want to, if you've been staying away from this person because you're afraid of getting hurt, you'll want to reconnect with that person, or that person will want to reconnect with you. This can also mean legal issues. Okay, keep that in mind as well. But the High Priest usually comes along as a means of providing a resolution, resolving those conflicts, spiritual awareness. The High Priest brings a good spiritual energy to where you're able not only to feel emotionally whole, as with the Temperance card, but when you have a card like Temperance and the Hermit and the High Priest and the Hangman, these are all cards of transformation and change, and a higher spiritual energy, a higher vibration. Okay, and realizing just the personal issues and the personal truths. And Libras, we can be stubborn about that. I think more than anything, it's important for most air signs, especially Libras, to realize personal truths about themselves, to resolve the insecurities and other issues, so that you can be in a good place in this relationship. So a lot of emotional up and downs here for you Libras, especially with this other person flip-flopping. But the High Priest is sort of promising that this will all sort of get a little bit stable, all the turbulence that you've been going through. You're going to find a more happy and secure place for the long term. Okay, so that was my reading, Libra. And to all my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I want to promote my relationship energy reading. It's only $15. And it's my most popular reading because it addresses all the questions that people bring to me in tarot readings. How does this person feel? What is the direction of the relationship? What's going on now? What's connecting us? So you might want to check it out. Go to tarotbyaire.com. So I wish you all again a happy birthday. Make it count. This is your new solar year. This is your new year. Okay? So enjoy yourselves, treat yourselves, and be good to yourselves. So take care. I wish you love and light, and I'll see you on YouTube.